Okay, the MPC X, pretty cool beast. I have to say that I was not an MPC legacy user, so for my first experience even with this workflow was with the MPC X, which I bought originally, I want to say in 2018 when it came out. And took me a while to figure out, how I can adapt to using it where it's most effective. And what I found out, it is better at the command center of a small setup, and for me it fits better into the workflow where you're creating music from nothing. And it's the workflow, the tactile functionality that kind of keeps your mind on music, and the workflow where you have to think about like the linear recording and all that, and managing a huge system, which we all have. I've got a computer system with plugins and a rack full of gear, but in this case, the way I have the template set up, this is a Fantom X, and I have a Motif XS rack, and those two sound sources will give me everything I need that I would need to have in order to create and develop ideas from basically nothing. And hopefully in this video I can kind of give you just a general overview. Okay, so the two pieces that I have, the Fantom X and the Motif XS. There's a lot of X's in all these names in the MPC X. They're all being ran into USB, and this is class compliant, so it reads your devices, so no driver is necessary, for example, to have the USB connectivity, which is great. And basically I have a small template set up, which gives me enough sound variety to kind of create some of the ideas that I, in the neighborhood of what I'm looking to do. And so what I like to do is take so I like to take just a drum beat, and I'm going to start it off with one bar beat. Whatever that is, okay. Kind of has like a little, almost like a Afro-Cuban sound to it. There's a Rhodes. So I'm just going to let it play and see what happens. Okay, so that can work. I'm going to take, and you can control the volumes. So this is your MIDI volumes. Let's see. Okay, so that sound looks pretty good. So I'm going to record one bar again. Just for now. Okay, so I'm going to double that. Now immediately this updates here, this Q length to 2 bars. Okay. So I got 2 bar phrase here. Okay, so that recorded, but that's cool. I'm gonna re-record this. Now, if I don't like that, I can either undo or delete it, or I just hit destructive recorders overdub right here. So I'm gonna go double that. So now it's 4 bars, 4 bar phrase, and it updates it right here, 4 bars. As a matter of fact, in bar 4, if I go back to here, you can kind of, let's see, let's just zoom in here and see what's going on. This is the Rhodes here, and there's the highlighted part that shows bar 4. I'm going to go scroll to XV here, and so I'm going to do a fill. Let's see. Okay. Now we'll go back. I'm gonna play it in from bar 3. I want to play the Rhodes differently, so I'm going to do the Rhodes up here. So right here I'm going to play different figure. So beginning. Here's an overview of the tracks. I've got a nice lead sound from the Motif. And by the way, your volumes on this overview is right here, so you can adjust them easily. Or like I said, you hit this button and you can adjust the volumes right here from the Q links. Real nice stuff. The new MPC update 2.8 as it is, this is you can hit shift, and now you got both tracks playing at the same time. This is the Fantom lead and the Motif layered. So I actually see a rhythm guitar I might want to use. So you hit record enable, which is nice. It's record enable. They didn't have it before, and what makes record enable nice is because anything that's relative to the transport doesn't take an effect unless that's enabled, which it's nice to have that extra layer of functionality. So I'm going to play rhythm. Let's see. So at this point, it's pretty easy to, you know, I've already got like an idea from basically nothing. Here's a nice nylon from the Motif XS. It's on channel 2. All this information is kind of like this screen here, but in a condensed version. So it's a real useful screen to have. And by the way, another thing is cool. When you're in this main page, this is where you get to most of your edit, and you're at the track level and at the song level. I believe if you hold this down, see that? You hold main down, this is your track overview. So I can get to anything I want. So if I want to go to the nylon string guitar, right up here, I'm there. That's another nice new feature from 2.8. So let's see. So I like that already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this was actually in sequence 3, right? So I'm going to copy this to, doesn't matter, I'm going to copy to sequence 1 right here. We'll call this main part, whatever. Okay, so this is my main part. Now I'm going to go to sequence 2, and let's see. Let's pick that to the motif. I'm just going to assign this to the motif right here. And channel 2. That's the nylon guitar. Nylon. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the drum part. So I want to create a second part to this. So I'm going to play around with this. Maybe I will do the chords first. So that's kind of cool. So I think I already got an idea of what I want to do. So I'm going to make this 2 bars now. Okay. Let's see. Let's do 90. Let's do 90. Sequence 1 was at 88, so we'll do 88 here. 788. So we'll double that. Well, I'm just going to double that. And so we're kind of ready to go to so many ways to change your tracks. You can go into here, hit enter. There's your list. Like I said, you can hold this down, and I want to go to the roads right here. Like that. Now I'm at the roads, or you can change them right here at the cue links. So there's enough redundancy of different ways to do things so that you can adapt your workflow to it, or it can adapt your workflow to how you want it, which is real nice. Right to a bass track. So it's kind of cool. From B flat to sharp 2. So that's been recorded, of course, and then so I'm gonna put some bells in here. Undo, so undo button right there. You can go, endless with this. I'm gonna pop in record. And so now what I have is essentially basically 2 parts. And so if I go in pad here, so I'm going to rename this, let's go back to this. I'm going to rename this, we'll call it chorus, just for now. Okay, so now I got that part. Now I'll go to part 3, sequence 3. I'm gonna delete bars, all bars, just for now. And so I can go to sequence 3, if I could even come up with another part, but da 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 da. C. So what I'm gonna try something different here. I'm gonna call this little change. Little may or may not work. Change. And all this is gonna be let's see. Da da da. So just a little chord bridge. So one chord, I guess. And then and just the bass. Actually, it's a F. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but we'll go. See if I can marry these back together in a minute. So now I've got I think I do like these two together though. But so without a melody, here's the parts. Main, chorus, sequence. I'm gonna call that we'll call that mini whatever. Okay. Now, I've got the main part. I'll go right to the chorus here. Maybe not the greatest thing, but that's what this is all about. This MPC is you can experiment and throw different things and not be so locked into having to know everything you're going to do. Oh, by the way, this is Pad Tube Synth, and what's cool about this is a plugin in MPC, and you know why I don't claim that the MPC actually has the sound that you need for your music. It doesn't for me, but it's nice to have. Going to here, this is the internal plugin that they have as standalone, and it allows you, to get into everything you need here. Again, like for example, like the octave. It's all there. Your octave for oscillator 2. Nice. And so it's a nice bonus to have this. So let me get back to here. Something I wanted to show. So let's just see what happens here. Let's see. So there you go. Just out of nowhere, even though it's kind of long drawn out, this example. And I still haven't shown everything that you can do on here. But basically, I guess if you don't need to do it, you don't need to do it. But that's just a quick example of how open this is to allow you to do what you need to do. I recommend an MPC and keeping it real simple. I did try putting the whole kitchen sink into everything, and it's just too much for me to have to dig through to just get basic ideas and stuff. I mean, it's nice, it's impressive when you can have, like, don't get me wrong, you can hook up, I think, over 100 and something class compliant devices in here. It's just ridiculous. But at some point it gets to the point where it gets in the way of making music. So you want to keep, at least I recommend keeping things simple. It works for me. But I hope this is some help for those of you that are on edge, wondering about the MPC. I know I didn't cover everything on here, but hopefully this gives you enough of a basic idea.